Full time today at St James's Park. Newcastle United 2, Fiorentina 0. As long as Newcastle United does not lose to Villarreal tomorrow, we will actually go unbeaten during the entire pre-season. When was the last time Newcastle done that? Have we ever done that? I mean, I can't remember the last time we've actually done such a thing. So that's one thing. And secondly, as long as we win tomorrow, Newcastle are going to be more or less guaranteed to win the Sela Cup, I would say. We're currently above Nice first in the Sela Cup based on goals scored, so the goals count as an extra point. We have 5 points, Nice have 4 points. I think I've got it correct there. And based on the performance today, I think there's only one place we're going tomorrow, and it's a pretty good area. I think we're going to win the entire thing.
Yes.
Hello, Pal.
I'm a huge fan.
Oh, thank you so much,
I'm a really big fan. I subscribed.
Listen, you need to subscribe as well, guys.
Thank you
so much, Pal.
I've got the Newcastle tie on.
Oh, Newcastle tie on.
Yes.
That's a good one.
Thank you.
It's been a pleasure, Paddy. You take care. Thank you so much.
Right.
I want to start by mentioning that you guys are so lovely, by I mean, this guy coming over saying hello. You should subscribe. But I want to quickly update you as well now. So the second game has ended. I'm getting this video uploaded and I'm going straight back to St James's Park to watch the third game. I just want to clarify straight away. I haven't just ditched the girls. I'm going back to watch it once the game begins. But I want to clarify as well, actually, on the A ticket today. So I mentioned one of the bits of my previous video actually about Newcastle not actually failing the card system before the game. So you guys are clarifying, so they did happen to Wolves last season. But my apologies, I completely forgot about it. Listen, that one's on me. But honestly, the ticketing system itself is a bit all over the place today. But listen, this is what the pre-season's here to do. You're going to get the mistakes done now, so for Villa next week, it'll be all sorted. But I just wanted to quickly clarify there. Chances are, by the time you watch this, I would have took your video down. I don't like being wrong, I guess. So I just wanted to clarify there on that situation. But back on top to the game, performances were amazing today. I'm so pleased with Newcastle's game against Fiorentina. I thought from minute one, first 20 minutes, so I probably would say was end to end. Newcastle 4 had more chances. The opposition team, I thought, had the better chances at the start. I mean, straight away, they should have scored. I had a one-on-one, completely skied it. Then after that, it's like I had a shot in the post goalkeeper. I said it was just gradually starting to go in Newcastle's favour. I think we got more comfortable as the game went on. Almiron is an absolute nuisance on that pitch, by the way. I think a lot of people will still criticise him for being one-footed, but what I tell you what this guy does do, he draws fouls. He gets in behind Conte, he just draws fouls from everyone. The amount of free kicks Newcastle were getting during the game because of him is exceptional. And he looked good. I know he scored a goal, but honestly, even without the goal, I thought he was one of our better players on the pitch. But straight away, who was my star man on the pitch today? His name is Alexander Isak. Non-stop his runs, he's just getting everywhere. I mean, this guy is driving so hard, he's getting right in there, and he's someone that I enjoy watching more and more. I mean, he is someone that I think, even on a bad day for Isak, he's still going to be one of your best players on the pitch. He's such an unbelievable piece of talent. A lot of people comparing to Henry for a reason. You can definitely see the comparisons why. Someone, he's just so technically gifted, the ball goes at his feet, he's going to do wonders with it. So I wanted to mention that. As for Newcastle's midfield now, I know in the midfield you're probably going to mention the likes of Lewis Miley, Tonali. Now, to be fair for these two, Tonali's still someone that hasn't had much game time in Newcastle, yeah. Lewis Miley's never really played opposition teams before from a different country. Now, I know he would have done bits and bobs in his youth team, but he's never played a team like Fiorentina before. So definitely, that's going to be something that he's going to work on. But honestly, Elliot Anderson, that's your midfield I wanted to talk about. My God, he's good. I've never seen a more composed youth player at Newcastle. I mean, this guy, what is he, like 19, 20 years old? It feels like he's been here like 5+ years. I mean, this guy is just so far ahead of where he is in age already. I just can't wait to see him in the Premier League. Anthony Gordon's not a player as well in pre-season. I think he's done wonders. I think the under-21 Euros has done great for him as well. The only thing he didn't do today was score. Everything else was exceptional. He's creating so many chances. He's just got unbelievable in the miss. He's hit the post, which is unlucky. 5 yards out the second half. It has to be scoring that. He's got a panic bit at the end. He's just skied it over the bar. But as for Newcastle continue to play in the game, there was only one way it was going. As I mentioned before, we were always going to be the team that was coming out victorious. Well, lads. But I trying to put me off. So honestly, some people are so weird. But as I was mentioning before, I thought Kieran Trippier, again, second goal was great psychology at the corner. So Newcastle all match long from the set pieces were slow, doing these short passing, not wanting to properly go in for anything. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, Kieran Trippier, a quick corner, Isak just dinks ahead away. It's just someone like that where it's just the mental side of the game as well, psychology there. The Fiorentina players aren't expecting Newcastle straight away to a quick corner, boom, into the back of the net, so we know. And I just thought we controlled the game. I thought Newcastle looked like a part. I thought we looked ready to go. And I mean, we do the same against Villarreal tomorrow. I think our squad depth, I'm going to mention now, I think Newcastle's squad depth is actually much better when you think. I mean, honestly, if you look at the team today, it's probably about 5 to 6 players that you would argue are going to be starting in your main 11. And even then, the rest of the team still look great. I thought Matt Target's someone that, now that he's back from his injury, someone that's going to be a good second choice / third, depending on where Livramento's going to be playing. I'm not entirely sure on the situation regarding him. The likes of Kirkle reported saying Livramento was supposed to be watching the game today. Whether he did or not is another question. I think he's doing all his stuff behind the scenes during the 2 games. The Monday probably will get his officially announced, it'll be the Tuesday. We want to get him in for that Villa match as soon as possible. Now, whether he's going to be someone that's going to play on the right or the left, I'm not entirely sure. Because, I mean, £40 million for a guy, second choice right back, would we really do that? I don't know, maybe it's a possibility, that he might actually be a left back as well, get him in the versatility section of things. But for us, I thought it was great today, really, really good. I wanted to mention as well, fair play to Newcastle United at half time. We've actually had the Newcastle United Down syndrome team that came on. They were victorious abroad. It was a good opportunity for them to have a trophy presentation, and it was just great. Good 5 to 10 minutes celebrating with the fans. It's just something lovely, quite heartwarming. So fair play to Newcastle, considering how busy of a day it actually is. They've got the women's team in now, had a match on before. They still had the time to make sure that a team that's won something has an opportunity to come on and have a presentation from all the fans. So fair play, massive credit to Newcastle United on that. I thought it was superb. As for tomorrow, you've got like Callum Woods coming in, Joe and Bruno. I mean, our squad depth's superb. It's going to be definitely someone that Newcastle still have to work on some areas, still have to get some more players in, but overall, Newcastle, I think we actually have a better squad than people think on paper. I think people probably still think, well, Newcastle need a good 5-6 signs in this window, and to me, to some extent, I probably would have said that as well. For us, I think we've got a good team as it is. I think we do need some more signs, definitely do, but honestly, even if we weren't to make any more signs after Livramento, we still got a squad that I think is good enough to get top 7 in the league, and a squad that's going to compete in all major competitions, and that's what we as fans have always wanted. So it's still a slow burner. The ownership, they've always stated that they're here for the long term. It's not something that's going to happen overnight, but we are getting there. We will progress. We will be better at what we need to do, and ultimately we'll get to where we need to. Listen, I can't get too carried away. I will always say from pre-season matches that you can't just take everything for granted. Yes, we're unbeaten so far. Yes, we've got these players perform well. I think like Eddie Arnes and Gordon being some of the standout stars alongside Lewis Miley as well. We're not guaranteed that all of a sudden it could be a Premier League season and these players just drop off. I mean, we can't guarantee anything from it, but I think it's a great sign. The players are progressing well. I think Eddie Howe's really done a good job with this tournament, giving the youngsters a go, rotating the team around well, and honestly, it's been flawless at the minute. We've got to see how Villarreal is tomorrow. I will say that. We definitely need to see how the other part of the squad does, but as for this actual first match of the 2, I think it's a lot of positives to take for it. Now, as for some of the negatives now, I want to stay the actual weekend tournament itself. It was £55 for the 5 matches, and it showed at St James Park. I mean, I don't think there was over 40,000 fans. I honestly don't think there was. I mean, we didn't have level 7 open at all. The back of the Gallagher was more or less empty. We had little corners towards the top end with the players' boxes. Again, there's quite a lot of empty seats there. I mean, honestly, probably around 40,000. I don't think it's any more than that, and compared to the last pre-season we had the double header, that was around 46,000. So definitely somewhere where the club, I think, has missed the mark somewhat. The tickets should have been cheaper. I think probably should have been £45, maybe £10 less. I think the fans would have sold out then, but I think the fact it was £55 for the weekend, bearing in mind there's been 3 kits that have just came out. You got to pay for the Champions League tickets, you got to pay for the Premier League tickets, you got to pay for everything else. I think Newcastle United definitely have missed the mark somewhat with that, and I think the club ultimately next pre-season will look at that and go, well, you know what, we're going to charge a little bit cheaper this time, which, I mean, listen, it's all and done. I'm not going to complain about it, but yeah, the amount of empty seats there, I definitely think proves that Newcastle did overcharge somewhat for the tickets. I think fans weren't pleased with it or just didn't want to pay £55 for the 5 games. Newcastle, though, we've got bigger fish to fry, and that's on the pitch, and today was great. Very happy with the result, very happy with the performance. That's always the big part of pre-season, not the actual result itself, but how players play. And I think we as a squad, we've gelled so well so far. I think once Aston Villa comes on Saturday, I don't know how they've been getting on, I have been watching them, but from us, and our point of view, we're rearing to go. And as for Villa, again, with Eddie Howe over in the USA, we actually done quite smart. In our match against them, we made sure we went free. The back just played a bunch of things we would never ever do, just to play some mind games and give them absolutely nothing in a scouting point of view. Newcastle are ready. We seem to be so smart in everything we do. Tactically, on the pitch, we're playing well. Tactically, off the pitch, we're making sure opposition teams aren't getting anything about us. We're making sure the players are mentally in a good place. And I can sit here, I can tell Newcastle's praises all day long, but honestly, from us and our point of view, it's been great. I'm very pleased with how things have been going so far. We've got one more match against Villarreal tomorrow, and that's it. We're over and done with. It's going to be fantastic to see what's next. But appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much. I've got to quickly shoot off, get this video up, and then go back into the women's game. So apologies for being kind of all over the place for this. The actual vlog for this will come out on the Monday. We've got one more match reaction tomorrow, which won't be as rushed as this one. I think this one probably is a bit rushed with all the lady stuff going on afterwards. But bear with me. Apologies if it's kind of all over the place, but I do appreciate you watching. Let me know your thoughts down below the match. So I'm buzzing with it. You take care, guys, and thank you so much.